Hi there. I wanted to celebrate with you Ra's birthday, 9th April, 4 in the morning GMT. If he would still be alive, he would have been 70 years old now. And it's amazing to think about it, that he left us, left the physical body 7 years ago. And I found the human design 2 or 3 months after he was gone. He was gone. Also, I think if I'm not mistaken, I think it was somewhere in April. It was very close to his birthday. He was 63 years old, and it's interesting that somewhere in human design, I've heard that 63 is also a very important mark in our lives. And it's interesting that Ra chose, or I don't know what happened there, that he just left us. I think he started to feel that the job of the Clarion is over, and he just said, okay, now you deal with the rest of the stuff. I'm leaving. And he really, it was a shock initiation. Human design is a shock initiation. And as a shocker myself, I really connect to this, and I also really see this energy that people that come to human design through me or they connect to my energy, they need this shock. And I think that, this gate, the 51st gate, the gate of the arousing, the shocker, the electric shocker, it is from the quarter of initiation, and it's about the mind. And the mind need to be shocked. It's not the body, it's the mind. We are so conditioned, we are so full of patterns and programs that the only way really to wake up is to be shocked mentally. And this is what the 51st gate, the cross of penetration that afterwards changes to the cross of the Clarion, just does to us. This is, it awakens it shocks and arouses and awakens our minds. And that's why we can, accept or fall into the rabbit hole and start the experiment. I'm very, very grateful for his voice and his knowledge. I follow this his voice and the knowledge that came through him almost every day in the last 7 years. Almost 7 years. I met Ra 3 months after he was gone. So my 7th year is really very close to an end. And I'm very grateful. And I wanted to share my my thanks and happiness and celebration with you, and really to remind us that what Ra gave us is very, very practical. He's a 5-1. He couldn't just bring us something that is not practical and not well found with the very strong foundations with all his first lines. So we actually got this present of the mechanics of the Maya, and this was one of the symbols that he loved, this drawing to see how we actually get to understand the mechanics behind things, behind the illusion of the Maya. And the more time passes and the more I'm in this experiment, I can see how it doesn't matter which other things I do, or which other tools I have, or which other inspirations that came out of the human design are in there and out there, and they inspire and they add spices and depth and whatever. There's nothing like the basic mechanics of the Maya, the type, the strategy, inner authority. It's it's unbelievable. All these, the circuitry, the parts of the wheel. I mean, it is so accurate, and it is really the basic stuff that gives us these practical tools of how to behave, and how to just move safely and centered on this blue planet. And I really want to thank Ra again, and thank whatever the voice or whatever that came through him. And I thank myself that I just surrendered the first minute I've heard about the human design, because it made everything much easier and very, very simple, because I can see the struggle, especially of projectors. I see the struggle and the strong conditioning and the strong mental resistance that people have to their strategy, to their type, to the basic mechanics. And these are the things that saved my life, and I recommend them every time, again and again. And that's it. And so I remind you that it's all about strategy and authority and sleeping alone. And I send you my love. I met all of you because of Ra. Wow, it's a good thing to know that we have this amazing present in our life, amazing, shocking, arousing, and awakening present in our life. And that's it. I just wanted to remind you and to remind myself how lucky we are. Thank you. Bye-bye.